team played hard. I thought they played well. I thought we had a few lapses that hurt us in the game, where a couple of 2 or 3 minute stretches where it got out of control, and we let some things get away from us in the first half. I recall that we gave up a couple of back-to-back transition layups, and we doubled Toshiba at the basket, and we had given up a couple of same-side kickouts that hurt us in the first half as well. And then toward the end of the game, we were trying to double him again, and he's just a big, strong player in there, and we were trying to almost foul him down there and have him take the ball out of bounds because we just couldn't guard him at the basket one-on-one. And that sealed our doom. He had 6 points in the first half and 22 in the second. So.
Okay, if you got a question, raise your hand. We'll get microphones to you.
Coach, what is the key to limiting Kentucky offensively? You guys did that for long stretches of time, especially in the half court.
Well, you certainly want to just take away some of their strengths, right? So you want to try to deny Toshiba the ball and make it hard for him every time he catches it. And, doubling him does a pretty good job because we doubled big on big, and, four-man is not really a great shooter, so you can double off him and don't feel like you're going to give up something easy on the opposite side. And, for the most part, we did a good job of that, but it's hard to do it for 40 minutes without something leaking. And I thought we got hurt a little bit that way.
Hey, Coach Jones. How did the game plan change without Matt Nolan in the lineup today? And how do you think the team executed without him?
It didn't change at all. We are who we are. It's the next guy that's going to come in and play. And Matt was out, and Jack Malloy got an opportunity to play more. And he's a different player than what Matt Nolan is. He takes different kind of shots, but it's the same kind of game plan. We kind of go out and do what we do. And most of our game plan is going to be based on what we do defensively, not offensively. Thanks.
Question right here, Ben.
Again, with the offense, how big of a game plan is? You mentioned the 2 transition layups. Keeping them out of transition, keeping them from running, is that a big part of going into it?
Yeah, you certainly want to limit that. And so, one of my assistant coaches coined the phrase. He goes, one of our shots are their first pass and to their transition. So some of the shots we took going to the basket off 1 foot were not great shots for us, and it just led to their transition. I believe both times the guys went up for shots off 1 foot, they fell down, so now it's 5-on-4 going another direction. So now you got a team that's bigger and faster than you, and they're going downhill with a man advantage. That's not usually pretty good. It's like being in hockey and having a man up in hockey.
Yeah, obviously this is a bigger environment than you guys normally play in, and you could sort of feel that in the second half as the crowd got a little bit more involved. Did that affect you or your players at all, do you think?
Well, it certainly didn't affect me. I don't know that there's a crowd that's there. Like, it's not something that I, take in. I'm worried about what's on the court. And, the crowd got loud a couple of times, and that's what they call a home court advantage. That's going to happen anywhere. Whether it be in, a 20,000-seat arena or in a bandbox that we kind of play in our league. So we kind of see, the energy from a crowd all the time. But certainly playing in a place like this is going to give our guys some experience going forward, which should help us.
Coach, you're at an Ivy League school. You're at the top of the food chain in terms of the academic elite. And yet, Coach Calipari, he's at a perennial college basketball power. It doesn't seem like that the playing field is level, and yet you go toe-to-toe with these guys. What's your secret? How do you do it every year?
Did you see Space Jam? Michael Jordan had that secret sauce. Hey, listen, we have 18 to 22-year-old kids, and we do our best at trying to coach them and put them in the right places to be successful. I've been very fortunate, and I said this to someone, I think the other day, there aren't any better kids on the planet on a basketball team. They might be as good as my guys, but I can't imagine there are people that are better people. Great to be around, a lot of fun, and I'm just fortunate to be at a place and coach a group of kids that care as much about basketball as they do, and that work as hard as they do, and are able to come out and play in a building like this. And, that's the number 16 team in the country. We're not in the top 25. So to go out and play this way, you know, it makes you feel really good about it. But at the same time, as a competitor, we had a lead in the second half, and we couldn't sustain it. And that's something we got to try to work toward and try to get better.
Any other questions? Anybody in the back? Anybody up front? Anyone else? Last call. Not. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.